everybody, and welcome to another video from AA Sports Cards. It's been a very busy weekend, and this is sort of just a maintenance video, just showing you some things that are going to be coming up on eBay very soon under our user ID Vahoota, V-A-H-O-O-T-A. Let me page up. That is where you can find all of our listings on eBay. And speaking of which, so after a busy weekend of meeting people and having some stuff sent to us, we are going to be presenting a 1962 Topps Baseball complete set. And I'm very excited to work on this. There is something magical about a complete set. The hockey sets from the 1960s were very small. They were 66 cards essentially up until, the mid 60s, and then a big hockey set was 132 cards. This 1962 Topps Baseball set is a whopping 598 cards, but there are also some variations, some green tints that are, sort of a niche thing on this set. But this is a whopper. So it's always amazing to me when someone was able to acquire the whole set, meaning they had to get the high numbers. It took a lot of ingenuity and skill as a young kid to accumulate all 598 cards plus in the 1962 Topps set. Not that I'm a baseball expert by any means, but 1962 was kind of a magical year. It was a year after the very famous Roger Maris and Mickey Mantle home run chase that resulted in Roger Maris breaking Babe Ruth's home run record. Topps always seemed to honor the card number one with a previous year's impact player. And of course, are we getting glare there? That's Roger Maris. He's card number one in 1962. Very, very fitting. And let's just go through it. We're not going to go through all 600 cards, obviously, but there's Sandy Koufax. And these were all the first series cards. You turn the page, and again, these are all in numerical order. And we've got, I'm trying not to get glare here, and we've got Roberto Clemente right there. And my favorite card in this set, the Manager's Dream, where you've got Mantle and Mays, Mickey Mantle and Willie Mays posing together. And we'll just flip through a few more of the really interesting cards in the set. There's Ernie Banks, Mr. Cub. I mean, almost every page you're going to flip to, you're going to see stars. I just wanted to go to the number 200. This is an interesting page. Side by side, ladies and gentlemen, you've got the Gaylord Perry rookie card and the Mickey Mantle. And of course, this is the Mantle All-Star PSA graded 5. It looks to be one of the nicest cards in the set, condition wise. I just made a note here to show a few other cards. There's the Lou Brock rookie in here, which is number 387. It's kind of nice the cards are in plastic sheets because it's easy to find the cards we're looking for. There is the Lou Brock. And let's see a couple other ones. Here's a few interesting cards. So the Carl Yastrzemski second year. Carl Yastrzemski, to me, again, not that I'm such a big baseball guy, but some of my favorite hockey players were Dave Keon and Jean Beliveau and Jean Rattel, kind of gentlemen of the game. And I always thought Carl Yastrzemski was sort of that with baseball. I really like that card, carrying all the bats. And the last card I want to show, because I just think it's really, really interesting. So because these baseball sets were so big, and because they were trying to fit so many players in, the rookies really got kind of shafted until you became established and you got your own card. So as you can see here with the rookies, they would have crammed five players onto their first baseball card. So imagine you've waited your whole life, you finally get a baseball card, you run home, hey look Ma, I'm on a baseball card, and it's that instead of that or that or that. But the one interesting card, it's the Bob Uecker rookie card, number 594. And again, Bob Uecker did not have a stellar baseball career by any means, but he became very famous as a play-by-play announcer and a Hollywood actor. That is his rookie card. He looks old as a rookie, but there he is. Very popular card in the 1962 Topps baseball set. So we will be offering this as a complete set. We will not be breaking it up. We will be selling it intact and complete. Watch for this shortly. Coming up on eBay. I've got to do all the work. This is after the video is over. This is where all the hard work begins. The cards have to be taken out of plastic sheets, described, photographed, and then put on eBay. This is a little teaser here. This box contains a lot of cool stuff, and I just wanted to show a couple things that I think are really, really cool. For those who have not seen them before, these are the Parkhurst albums that kids could send away for, and what they were designed to do, very crudely, by the way, and this is the reason that a lot of Parkhurst hockey cards have not survived the decades in nice shape. So I don't have a sample card here to show. I probably should. But what kids were supposed to do is basically cram the cards into these sort of mounts. So if you were a kid in 1952, you would be cramming the card into this holder, destroying the corners. Then you were supposed to paste your favorite card here to show your friends, and usually that was Gordie Howe or Rocket Richard or somebody like that. I just think it's very funny that, you know, you see a lot of Parkhurst cards now, and they kind of have a if you turn them over on the back or you look at the corners, they kind of have a moon shape on them because the corners never got light on them because they were in these albums and the albums were closed. But again, when you shove the cards in there, you were just going to kill the corners. This is the best Parkhurst album. It's from 1952. It's got a very cool graphic on the front. It's also funny because the goalie is the Montreal Canadiens. The player is the Toronto Maple Leafs. But that's clearly Maurice Richard. I mean, it looks like him. He's kind of got that fierce look as he's barreling down the ice, yet he's in a Toronto Maple Leafs uniform, which I always found very funny. That's the album from 1952. This is the album from 1953. The next year, very plain, generic cover. And again, the cards were had a slot for 100 different cards. You could pull this out, and we'll show it here. This again, you were supposed to basically put the card by its corners into these slots, thereby destroying the card. All right, so that's the album from 1953. That is the album from 1954. Very low grade, but still, these are very, very cool. Niche item. So there's those. And then one last little tease here. There's a nice pre-war hockey collection that you're going to see up for eBay very, very soon. And the last thing, this is just a little teaser. Can the camera see this? This is a Ken Dryden autographed puck. We have a very cool Ken Dryden collection coming up that has been consigned to us. And I just thought this was really cool. Gold Sharpie, Ken Dryden signed puck. A little hint of what's to come. So, got my work cut out for me, but I love to be busy. Thank you to these consigners who have chosen AA Sports Cards to who have chosen us to help them sell their cards. And let's go Oilers. I'm cheering for a Canadian team to win the cup. Thanks for watching, and thanks for looking. And as I said, you'll see all this stuff on eBay under our user ID, AA Sports Cards Vahuda, very, very soon. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you soon.